Hey everyone, I hope you're okay. Today's video is something that I've kind of been putting off for a while, I'm not gonna lie, but I thought I really like watching these videos and I really value transparency when it comes to creators and social media. I really wanted to be transparent with you and do a video like this because I'm sure it's something that people are wondering. Obviously, I'm going to have like a huge disclaimer in here that this video is by no means in any way, shape or form me trying to boast about anything. It's literally so that you can see a breakdown of why I personally think having multiple streams of income is so important, because it really does add up. It is quite scary to like basically just open up my bank account and talk about my finances, but money shouldn't be a taboo topic, and I really do think that the more we talk about money and we normalise having these sorts of conversations, like the better off we will all be and the more financially literate we will be as well. It's really important to note that my income fluctuates so much. Like, of course I have my salary, but because of all the other streams of income, which are basically social media, that literally varies based on how much time I put into it, what deals I secure for the month, and March was a good month for me, which is why I want to highlight that to you. Also, this figure might sound like a lot when I say the figure up front, but the way my income works is that, of course, I have a full-time salary which I'm already paying income tax on, so I receive that net of tax, but all of the other income I make on social media is something that I have to declare in my self-assessment, in my tax return, so I pay tax on that at the end. So it seems like I'm getting a lot, but actually I end up paying a lot of tax on that anyway, so don't get too excited. So let's start with my full-time salary, and that is obviously my biggest income and it's the most stable income. It's the same amount every single month, and for those of you who don't know, I work as a management consultant at a Big 4 firm. I'm at an assistant manager level at my firm, and also I don't think I'm allowed to actually say what my salary is, but it's all public knowledge if you Google it. But I can tell you what my net take-home pay is, and I get about £2,800 a month from my full-time job. Now, obviously that figure does not include bonuses, and it also varies a lot based on the benefits you have. So that is things like how much money I put into my pension, if I've bought or sold any holidays, if I'm taking out things like private medical insurance, dental insurance, travel insurance. All of those things are benefits that can be taken out of that amount. To be honest, I literally pay the minimum in benefits right now. I decided to put way less into my pension, and I thought I'd rather just take more money home now and invest that rather than putting it into a pension pot, which I won't touch for years and years. So I don't know, this isn't financial advice. I just think for me, that's what I wanted to do. So I actually only put about 4% into my pensions now, and I bought 5 days worth of holidays. And other than that, I don't really have any other like benefits in kind, so I don't really have anything being taken out of my salary other than obviously tax and national insurance contributions. So I probably got quite a bit of my salary more than if I had taken out things like travel insurance, any loans, a car, and I fortunately do get private medical insurance with my work covered already. So that is what I get on a monthly basis with my full-time job. Now I'm going to go on to the other streams of income, and before I do, I just want to caveat, like, I feel like I'm at like an optimum equilibrium level where I'm probably making the most I can from a full-time job and side hustles, in the sense that given the amount of time and energy one has in a day, I am probably maxing out my 9 to 5 and my side hustles. So if I were to get any more senior at work, I would probably have to take on less when it comes to social media, or if I wanted to take on more in terms of social media, I would probably have to move to something like part-time or take a salary cut. So I feel like I'm really maxing out both at the moment, and obviously I can't really do that forever because I can't just stay as an assistant manager forever, and my social media is growing quite rapidly. So yeah, that's a conversation for another day, but right now I feel like I have hit the peak and the max of both. So let's get into my other streams of income. The first thing I'll talk about is Instagram. I feel like Instagram is probably the platform which I've been making the most money on for the longest amount of time. I started really investing time into my Instagram about 2 years ago when lockdown hit, and I just focused on really consistent and good quality content, creating a really engaged audience and community, and brands see that and brands value my platform and my worth, which is why I am able to make money off my Instagram. In terms of brand deals, I have really shifted from doing maybe like 10 brand deals at like £50 each to maybe only 2 or 3 at like £500 each. And I feel like that has made the biggest difference to me increasing how much money I'm making every month, but also conserving my time and energy, because doing 2 brand deals, yes, even though they might be more content for that brand and they might be higher brands that require higher quality, it's a lot easier to do 2 or 3 deals a month than it is 10, which is what I used to do, and I don't even know how I managed that. So now I focus on just like 2 or 3 really good ads a month. The first one I did was for TJC, which was a jewellery company. I did some talking stories, I did a reel, and in total I got £450. The second thing I did on Instagram was an ad for Star TV for a TV programme, and I did like a transition reel, and that was £350. Now, you might be wondering, like, how on earth did I just pluck those figures out of thin air? And it's really important to note that I have like set rates, but when it comes to brand deals, everything is open to negotiation. For me, it very much depends on the brand. Depends on if they'll help me get exposure. It depends if it's something that I want to promote and stand for. It also depends on if I have more capacity, maybe I will accept a bit of a lower rate. It really just depends on the brand. It's a very case by case. And those figures, I would say I probably charge way less than I should for my platform, but I really like both those brands and I really wanted to promote what they were giving to me. Secondly, I want to talk about TikTok. Now, I never really used to monetize TikTok. I literally just use it for fun. I mean, I still do. 99% of my content on TikTok is not sponsored. It's literally just me having a laugh, and I'm also not part of the creator fund. I don't know if this is a myth, but I joined it last year and I felt like it really reduced my engagement. I don't know, maybe my content was just rubbish at that time, I don't really know. But as soon as I came off it, I did notice like growth again, and I did notice the views go up again. I don't know if it was in my head, I really don't, so don't quote me on that. But I took myself off the creative fund and I've never really been on it since. And to be honest, like, I don't hear people making huge amounts from it, but some of my TikToks do go very viral, so maybe I should get back on it. I'm not on that, so the money I've made from TikTok, again, are purely just sponsored ads and posts. So again, I had 2 brand campaigns on TikTok. These were completely separate to my Instagram ones I mentioned. The first one was with Minted, which is an app where you can buy and sell gold. So Minted paid me £350 to make a TikTok. And the second one was with Metal. The brand campaign is Metal Mondays, so I had to post 3 TikToks on 3 Mondays and I made £500. So in total I made £850 on TikTok in March. And again, rates were really subject to negotiation, subject to their budgets and what they wanted from me and what I was happy with. Next up is YouTube. Now, YouTube for me is such a small percentage of my total take-home pay for the month, and that is because on YouTube all I'm really getting at the moment is ad revenue. So I started my YouTube channel in April, so it's been officially a year, and I think I started monetizing maybe around like July, August, and I've gradually been making a little bit more each month, and this is purely just on ad revenue. So these are the ads that you'll see when you watch my videos and you click skip ad. That is contributing to my ad revenue on YouTube. I've got to a point where I'm making about £100 a month on YouTube, which doesn't seem like a lot, but actually when you think about it, that is like a good 5 meals out a month. So yeah, I'll take the £100, but what I'm really looking to focus on going forward is actually securing some sponsorships and ads on YouTube as well, because they will obviously be a lot more, and that will help me to really increase my income from YouTube. The next stream of income I want to talk about is modelling. Now, I have like influencing content creation rates, which is what you've already heard about on my Instagram, my TikTok, but I also do charge a model rate, and that is literally because I am a paid model for photo shoots. Don't really know why, don't ask, I'm literally 5'2" and I look like this. But some people want to use me as a model in photo shoots, and so I actually charge a model rate. Now this is things to cover like my time, travel, modelling and my travel back, and that is literally what like a normal model would charge. Like if they were just a full-time model, that is like their model rate. So I charged £500 for a full day of modelling for a photo shoot, and so I made £500 for one shoot in March. I haven't really done shoots in a while, but I am looking again to increase that, because I think modelling is a really efficient use of time for me, and it's a great stream of income. This is just like a side note for anyone wondering, but usually I have a model rate, and that is purely to model, and then on top of that, if they want me to like post the content or promote them on top of that, posting it on my feed, that would then be like influencing promotion, so that would then be like my rates for a feed post. So actually I can really combine the two and make really good money if I do that. So yeah, that's actually just a separate model rate, and that was £500. And then the last stream of income I want to talk about, which is a one-off, which is probably why my March seems exceptionally good for me, is that obviously I had my BBC Asian Network show, which was my 1 month residency on the BBC on the radio. They paid me £300 per show. I did 4 shows, so I made £1,200. In total, and I hopefully will try and put a little checklist just to keep a subtotal going, but in total, for the month of March, I made £6,250, if my calculations are correct, which will be really awkward if not, because I'm an accountant. But yeah, I made 6.25k in March. Now again, I know that is a lot of money, and I know it seems like a lot of money, but taking out my salary, which the remaining about like 3 to 4k, half of that literally goes to tax, so it isn't as much as it seems. But it just goes to show that if you really put time and effort into your socials, like the potential there is for growth and income. So I always encourage like getting on social media as a side hustle if you can and you want to, and that is just evidence of why you should. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Lots of love and take care. Bye.